Good morning, traders. Richard here, a quick Ichimoku cloud chart market review of the NASDAQ 100 index. We'll also look at the NASDAQ 100 equal weighted as well as the NASDAQ 100 excluding tech. Now, in the last update, we were still looking at potential 8% correction in the market. Normally, February is a difficult month, and there's normally a seasonal sell-off in February back down to a March low here. So that's kind of what we're looking for. The market's still got another just under 3% to go from here to get to our downside target here. 2.5%. This is the bottom end of this cloud chart shadow. We look back at this November low here, as well as the bottom end of the Ichimoku cloud. So these are the downside targets. 24,000 is the downside target until March. We did get a bit of a rebound, a second rebound from this cloud chart support zone here, 24,574, but that only met resistance back here at the bottom end of the cloud. Now it's interesting that the top end of the cloud was support here, support failed there, tried to break through, tried to rebound, and now trading below the cloud. So we are still bearish. As we can see, price action below the cloud is bearish on the NASDAQ 100. With the bottom end of the cloud there as a major resistance zone. You can see we're struggling to get past that zone. We need to, what the catalyst to look out for the NASDAQ 100 is we need to trade back above that bottom end cloud chart resistance zone, and then we've got to break past the standard line and the top end of the Ichimoku cloud there to be ultimately be very bullish. We need to be back above this top end cloud chart zone. So still some downside risk, another 2.5%. In the NASDAQ 100, and then it can be bottoming out for another March rally onwards. So that's the catalyst. Look very closely to see what's going to go on here. 24,574. If that support zone holds, and then the resistance test, the bottom end of the cloud, watch out for a breakout past that cloud chart resistance zone. That will be a key catalyst to watch out for on the NASDAQ 100 index. Now, the better news is actually the equal weighted NASDAQ 100 equal weighted index. We're still within the cloud, so it's still okay from a market perspective. But do note that this cloud chart support zone, this is a major support zone to 8,544 for the equal weighted NASDAQ. So keep an eye out for that zone. If we start dipping below here and selling off and entering bearish territory, then the market will also be somewhat in a trouble situation when the equal weighted index is also rolling over. So the NASDAQ 100 is bearish. This one is flirting with the bears, getting close to that bottom end cloud chart support zone. So watch very closely for the interaction at that point in time. Are we going to get a rebound from that zone? That will be bullish if we get a significant rebound from the zone. But what will be very bearish if we get a slice through it like this that we've had here in November, and that will put this chart in bearish territory as well. Now we can know that we did get a rebound very close from this cloud chart support zone. These old cloud chart levels are key support zones, you can see there, as well as that line there. So there is potential for rebound when we get there, but watch very closely for this coming week what the price interaction will be in and around this support test. And if we get a rebound from that zone, any rebound there will be met with resistance. Here you can see the top end of the cloud is a resistance zone, and you can see how the standard line of the Ichimoku cloud, that is also like a line in the sand. You can see the top end of the front end of the cloud. So there's significant resistance to get past here. That 28,762 is a major resistance zone. So keep that in mind. So the bad news was that the NASDAQ 100 index is still bearish. The better news is that the equal weighted index is still above the bottom end of the cloud, but the best news we so far get is the NASDAQ 100 excluding tech, the NDXX1. Now, we can see we've broken out of a very long consolidation base here. We've way above the cloud, which is good. So this market's been bullish since like the beginning December really. So we've got a 3 month bull market already on the NASDAQ 100 excluding tech. So you can see the market rally's been broadening out beyond technology, and it's quite significant that we recently broke out of this very long consolidation base. You could draw a smaller one within that framework there, but nice strong rally on the NASDAQ 100 excluding tech indexes. So far so good. That's the best news. The equal weighted one is the good news, still above the cloud, but the bad news is here with the NASDAQ 100, which is still bearish, but looking out for potential support in and around these critical cloud chart support zones. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.